Life comes down to two things. One is always money. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, October the 3rd. My goodness gracious. Well, it's been quite the week, and it looks like the markets may be turning into bear markets, and we'll talk about all that in our market segment. But in the meantime, there's a lot of things going on, and nothing looks too appetizing or too good as we start off another new week and a new month and a new quarter. And of course, this first part of our update is brought to you by our new partners and friends in the crypto world of mychips.io. That is Michael Yankee Charlie Hotel India Papa Zulu.io. We are an advisor for them now, and of course they're expanding into the gambling world, and certainly check them out. It's a crypto that we believe in and think has got a bright future. So check it out and see what you think. In the meantime, as we look at what's going on, and of course, Biden's ratings continue to fall, and he can't get up. He's like I've fallen, I can't get up. He needs the special button to push. As we look around and see the progress or lack of, you can see the one thing that's still for sure is they are still blaming President Trump for all of the ills that are happening today. It has nothing to do with the haters of America, of the squad. It has nothing to do with the destruction in which they are working on right now and trying to destroy us and destroy the free market system in which we all grew up in, or many of us did. They are trying to eliminate everything, and they are letting in immigrants like it is free. And of course, who do you think gets to pay for all that when it's all said and done? Look in the mirror. You're the person who'll be helping pay and finance this. And the whole team is starting to collapse. And of course, thank God for Sinema and for Joe Manchin, who continue to fight this stupid, moronic $3.5 trillion package, which is, again, take care of the infrastructure. That creates jobs. Take care of the other business, but to keep giving stimulus when there is 11 million job openings and 9 million unemployed doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Get off your ass and get a job. That's what we should be doing, and not supporting the habit of staying home and doing nothing. Okay? So, again, I think this is always an issue, and it's certainly an issue with me, because if you're an able-bodied person, you should be working, not collecting a stimulus check. Okay. The slogan, which is a direct derivative of Trump's Make America Great Again, or Build Back America, which is what they're using now, it looks to me that they're destroying America. Okay. In everything they do. Let's do a checklist of what has happened over the past 8 months or actually 10 months in office or so, and almost 12 months since the election. Let's see, we're paying twice as much for energy. We're paying much more for food. Farmers are getting destroyed with the cost of fertilizer and fuel and the ability to farm. Okay, but yeah, everything is great. Let's continue to hand out everything. We've given control to OPEC, who hates us and is going to stick it to us at every opportunity. We've given China free rein to take over the world. Russia's back in vogue, and here we are just weakening ourselves even more so that the party in power can stay in power and let the immigrants flood in across the border. And of course, you've got those who believe that the United States should now separate. Okay, now, there'll be a separation. It'll come in the form of probably a revolutionary war. We can see that again. Okay, but I think that we've got so many issues to deal with. We don't have enough time to deal with them all, right? But from the imbeciles at the Federal Reserve who continue to talk about the lack of inflation. Again, go to the grocery store, go look at either the smaller package of food you're getting for the same price or the dramatic price you're paying. If you've been to a restaurant lately and you see what they do, and don't kid yourself, the cost of a container for shipping from China, for example, used to be $2,000, now it's $25,000, and the ships can't get into the ports anyways. Do you think that Walmart and Target are going to pay those costs? Those are going to get directly passed on to you. And don't be surprised if the prices go up right around November, okay, because that's right before Christmas. And no matter what the economy is doing, people always buy Christmas presents. So again, I think you can see something, but of course, the Federal Reserve's Clarida, he was trading stocks the day before that Powell announced the measures for the pandemic. Okay, and of course, obviously, he turned I think $1 million into $5 million. Okay, on what is so-called inside information, which you and I would be going to court or jail for doing, but yet because you were a Fed head, okay, you get away with it. Okay, think about it from that point. I mean, you don't think these guys trade off of the inside information they get? You know, don't kid yourself. They do whatever it takes. Okay, and you know, I think you look at the cost of food. You look at the way that the Fed economists conclude that this inflation is not important. Well, yeah, it's not important to them because, of course, what they can do is continue to try to print money or digitize money, right? And it doesn't matter to them. They don't care that they're deceiving the American public. They don't care that they're taking money out of your pocket without you knowing it, because your dollar becomes worth less, which is what the central banking system has done since its inception in the 1600s in England. Okay, the Fed system is as dumb as you can possibly get, and should be at least audited incomplete. Okay, not this bull, but a real audit where we could actually see what's going on. But of course, we'll never get that. And they've now become, of course, they've always been somewhat involved with the government and had some decisions to make, but they have now really become a branch of the government because, of course, Powell wants to get reappointed, and they're not going to reappoint him. They want to get Lael Brainard in there, okay, who is as liberal as it gets and fits right in with the progressives that want to destroy the country that we know. Okay, but I think that Build Back America, the proposal is dumb. Okay, the Green Deal is dumb. Okay, now again, I'm not saying that we shouldn't try to clean up. I mean, but we're already the cleanest country in the world. Okay, and if you see what's going on with coal, you can't even get coal. It's basically like sold out. Okay, you cannot get it. It is used in many parts of the world, and in over 80% of the world uses it. So do you think that our little bit of green is going to change it? Do you think it's worth destroying the American system to do something that couldn't be supported anyways today? Or would it be better to work slowly towards a greener environment and do it one step at a time and not destroy the citizens and the people that are there for you? Okay, think about it. If you go back a year, you were paying twice as much for gasoline. Now, we could still be fracking. Okay, we could frack less. We could try to make it better. But why would you destroy, the jobs, the high-paying jobs at one time, and shut it down like turning off the faucet outside? Okay, what we really have here, as Strother Martin said to Paul Newman and Cool Hand Luke, we got a failure to communicate. Okay, and what we have here is what is the form of almost a dictatorship and communism and Marxism instead of a democracy. Okay, now if you ask me, okay, we should take all the politicians, both Republican and Democrat, and throw them out. Okay, but of course, Americans, as a rule, only care about one thing. How much is it costing me about a month? Okay. And whatever I have to pay, I'm happy with. So I'm happy with the status quo. But let's face it, the politicians on either side of the aisle don't care about you one bit. They care about how much money they can glom from you. Okay. Just like the debt ceiling debate that we just came through. Okay. We just came through it, right? The debt ceiling, we got to raise it. Okay. Well, guess what? They voted it. They passed it at the last minute once again. Shocking. Okay. Look, somebody's got to stand up and be counted and say, hey, we have to live within our means. Okay. We don't have the luxury of unlimited supplies, unlimited money. Okay. Yeah, you can continue to destroy the economy. You can continue to hike inflation. You can end up with stagflation. You can end up with Americans not working. You can end up with total destruction. But you don't really have the ability if you just would live within a real budget. But between the lobbyists and the politicians and these terms, Bernie Sanders, there's a guy who's loaded, a socialist who's loaded, who never had a job, but in public office. Do you think that we should have public office for 40 years, okay, or 35 years? I think that we should force them to go to the term limits, okay, and 1 to 2 terms and out. Personally, I prefer the president's 1 6-year term and Congress and the Senate 2 3-year terms, because you don't want to get stuck for 6 years with one set, because we can get in some real trouble over 6 years. Okay, but that is what I think should be done, and we should have term limits, because again, I don't care which side of the aisle you sit on. Neither one of them are on your side. They are as against you as they can possibly be. Okay, so remember that we have a country that we can still save. Okay, but if we allow AOC and the progressive and the squad to take over, and we'll continue to allow the mass illegal immigration coming into this country, and we continue to let Saudi Arabia and OPEC have power over us, and China have power over us, we are not going to have our freedom for much longer. You can take that to the bank, because this is becoming a much bigger problem than anybody ever thought it would be. And if we don't handle it now, it's going to be a disaster. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 3rd. And of course, this is brought to you by, first of all, our brokerage partners. Now, again, I have other brokers. I always want to be fully clear, but our brokerage partners we prefer for futures and commodities is Capital Trading Group, or CTG. They're the only ones we've approved for the letter of direction trading. Okay. And why? Because they've got the best customer service in the industry, because they've got great managed portfolios of their own, because I gave them the letter of direction and they're the only ones, and because they haven't managed all of my accounts, so that I have total trust and faith in them. Check them out. info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That is info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And of course, our other brokerage partner, okay, is Tradier for equities and options. Now, again, you can find what you might think is better brokers, but you cannot find $10 a month. Now, why would you want to pay more than $10 a month when you can pay $10? Okay. Now, again, it saves me 5 figures a month in commission, even on the supposed free commissions. Okay. But check out Tradier. They got great service. We've got their APIs, which allows us to automate our equity portfolios at no cost to you. Tradier doesn't charge. We don't charge. And of course, the hedging portfolios you have to pay, because it's a class, not a membership. But either way, you have the access to have auto trading at $10 a month. And that's it from the brokerage side. Check them out, try.tradier.com/Bubba. That is try.tradier.com/Bubba. And of course, our new gold and silver partner, well, actually metals partner, I shouldn't say gold and silver, but metals partner, okay. Strategic Wealth Preservation, that's where I do all my shopping for metals. They do a great job. They have you can store or take delivery. Check them out, swpcayman.com/Bubba-trading. That's Sierra Whiskey Papa, Charlie Alpha Michael, Yankee, Charlie Alpha Yankee, Michael Alpha November.com/Bubba-trading. Okay. Check them out. Great place. And of course, Family Farms Group. Again, farmers who don't want to deal with the minutia or the manure of the business part of this and want to do their farming. Okay. Check out Family Farms Group. They're great. They're a great partner. I love doing business with them. I love talking to them. I love speaking at their events. Check them out. FamilyFarmsGroup.com/Bubba-trading. That's FamilyFarmsGroup.com/Bubba-trading. Okay. And of course, our commodity report. Andy has been working. In fact, the animal proteins came out on Friday, and the rest will be coming out each day as he releases the major groups of his quarterlies, and they are just spectacular. If you're a commodities trader, you're not reading this report, shame on you. Check it out. Go to BubbaTrading.com, Technomental. Okay. And of course, our high school program at Patreon, Patreon.com/Bubba-trading. That is Patreon.com/Bubba-trading. Now let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line and our market update with me, Todd Bubba Horowitz. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, October the 3rd. And, markets looks like they're changing. We are pretty short everything right now. Stocks, futures, the whole world. Except for the commodities. But again, it looks like they're changing. And as I said before, I expect a 20 to 25% move in this fourth quarter. I do not believe it can be up. So we'll see. We'll see if I turn out to be right. But in the meantime, okay, I want you to check out our friends at Strategic Wealth Preservation for your physical metals needs, gold, silver, platinum, and the rest. And of course, you can either get storage or you can take delivery. Check them out, swpcayman.com/Bubba-trading. That's Sierra Whiskey Papa, Charlie Alpha Yankee, Michael Alpha November.com/Bubba-trading. That is where I do all my shopping. In the meantime, the markets had a huge rally on Friday. I would call it a big dead cat, rip your face off rally that looks like it'll fail right at resistance. Okay. And we are now short all the equities. We sold into the rally yesterday. We had reversals from Thursday, so we sold into the rally on Friday. Okay. And we'll see where they go from here. But again, if you look at a chart, other than the Russell, which is still in consolidation going on almost a year now, okay, you can see that they should fail from where the rally ended on Friday. But we are short the Dow, the Russell, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, okay, which kind of goes into my theory. Now, again, we'll see. It could change. I could be wrong. But in the meantime, we saw some very solid action in the metals, gold, silver, and platinum. Now, we don't trade platinum anymore because it's not liquid enough, but we would be shorted. And we are still short gold and silver. And I can just say this to you. The rally there was nothing more than the dead cat bounce as well. I'd have to see some more proof and some higher prices. We will remain short. And I would suspect that gold will end up taking out that flash crash low before we see any real substantive rally here. Crude oil, thank you, President Biden, for sticking it up our ass. Crude oil continues to rise. And of course, we're long. So that has been a good part. But again, I don't really like paying the prices at the pump. But crude continues to soar along with natural gas. Now, natural gas is another, obviously, item that has a huge shortage throughout the globe. Okay. And of course, we've got eons of it in our country, but we don't want to get it because, of course, God forbid that we would have clean energy from natural gas. But, what can I tell you? This is the problem we've got in this administration. In the meantime, natural gas got to like $6.50 at one point last week. It did close about $5.80. We're still long nat gas. Copper was lower on the week. We are still short. The dollar exploded to the upside. Again, a little bit of fear. A lot of things going on. We are long dollars. Bonds and notes, we are short both now. And of course, the interest rates are going higher, which means the futures are going lower, which is the short is the right side. And, this is the bond vigilantes charging, okay, that they can look at. They got enough money to do it if that's what they decide to do. Because at the end of the day, the fixed income market, which makes up the bonds and notes, the Boon, the Bobble, and all the different bonds over across the world, is 10 times bigger. You can add up all the equity indexes together. They don't equal the fixed income market. Okay, but we are now short both those, which means that we think interest rates are going higher as well. Okay, and as you look into the grains, we remain short corn and beans. Corn had an up week. It was actually not bad. It looks like it was kind of bottoming. Beans were kind of ugly and kind of ripped to the downside even more and are now at a key 1240 level. Okay. And wheat, we're going to reverse tonight or tomorrow. That'll be up to whoever, if you're with CTG, they'll reverse tomorrow morning. If you're on your own, you want to reverse, you can reverse tonight when they open. Okay. And in the proteins, you've got, we're short cattle, both fast and feeders. They were both lower last week, but to me, we're short, but they look like they're bottoming. And they look like they're going to find a bottom in here. So I think, at some point here, obviously, they can stay down for a little bit, which will bring our buy signal down, which would be great. Now we can make some money and then get long. Hogs are going to reverse tomorrow. Okay, they don't open tonight, so they will reverse tomorrow. Okay, at 9:30 Eastern. Okay, and of course, in the softs world, you've got, basically cotton is unbelievable, over $1. I mean, it's really exciting to watch, actually. Coffee on Friday had an explosion. Had to be, not only is it an uptrend, but it had to be those that were trying to short it got trapped. It was up like 10, 11 bucks, 10, 11 cents, which is huge, okay, in coffee. Cocoa also popped pretty big, especially on Friday, and we're still long there. Sugar, we're still long, and that had a big up week. And OJ, we reversed to short, and of course, it was down on the week. Okay. And Bitcoin, the cryptos, look, we represent, we're advisors for and on the board of mychips.io. Okay. That's CHIPZ, Charlie Hotel India Papa Zulu. Okay. .io. But again, Bitcoin itself was down around 40, got closed around 50,000. So it had a big Thursday and Friday were a big bang. And of course, you've got this talk of regulation, which we'll talk about in our commentary about the cryptos. But the cryptos themselves, I mean, again, we're big believers. Okay. And again, obviously, if you're trading a stock that's related, the Riot, Mars, BitQ, whatever, or you're trading, a future on the exchange, no problem. I'm still a little bit concerned about putting too much into the wallets. First of all, I don't know about the whole password thing. I mean, Coinbase is pretty good. So, but again, I'm a believer. Okay. And I think that it is something that we should all be looking at. And I think that is when I talk about in the commentary of why. Okay. But overall, the markets look like they have turned. It looks like things have a real chance to get real snarky and ugly here. Now, again, it could change back. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I mean, we've had a tough time recently. And, again, I've always give full disclosure. I'm never going to lie to anybody. We have had a rough go of it, but I do believe that our portfolios are going to make new highs before the year's over. Okay. That's my belief. It's not fact. Okay. And I do believe that we're going to have a huge move. And I think that move, the only way it can be huge will be down. And that's what I can see. But again, I can change and I will be happy. I won't be happy, but I'll change if the algorithm changes. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Bottom Line, Todd Bubba Horowitz. And of course, we're going to stop out here for a break. We'll be right back with my commentary, my football pick, and who else knows? Bubba's Bottom Line. Well, kids, as I talk to you all the time, about different things and where I vet places that I think are really good and for you to use if you choose. Again, you go where you want. I'm a big believer in free, right? Freedom in America. But my brokerage partners that I really like, and again, I like them because I know they take care of my members. Okay, that's what my concern is always with my members. I have other brokerage accounts. I've got the big majors, all the ones you've heard about before. But in the meantime, for commodities and futures, there's nobody like CTG Group, Capital Trading. Okay, listen, they've got the greatest customer service. They answer the phone. They manage all my portfolios. So the only ones that are authorized for letter of direction trading. They've got some great managed futures, including a brand new hedging program they put together, which is doing very nicely. Okay, check them out. Listen, see for yourself. info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And of course, for equities and options, look, there's no place like Trader. Like the Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. There's no place like Trader. First of all, it's $10 a month. That should be all I have to say. But they also have great customer service. They answer the phone when you call. Okay, they answer your email if you email them, not 2 days later and in a very short time. Okay, we've got their APIs, which allows us to automate our portfolios if you want at no cost. Okay, the only cost you all have with us, in addition, for hedgers, the hedging software is separate. But the equity portfolio stuff is part of your membership already. Okay, try.tradier.bubba.com/Bubba. That's try.tradier.com/Bubba. And of course, Family Farms Group, what a wonderful organization there. Look, at the end of the day, we all know what a pain in the butt paperwork and all that other crap is, and some of the business ends of running a farm. And, farmers want to farm. Listen, they're short-staffed to begin with. So farmers, check out Family Farms Group. It's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. That's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. And of course, our commodity report, speaking of farmers, and Technomental. What a report that is. Okay. The quarterlies are on their way out, and Andy does a great job. I mean, he's got 40 years in the business like I do. Between the two of us, we got over 80. Bring in Dr. Fang, we got 120. Okay. But check them out. You go to BUBBATrading.com and check out Technomental. Okay. And of course, our new advisory role with my chips. Okay. And of course, the coin itself, the symbol is Chips, Charlie Hotel, Papa Zulu. You can see it at nomics.com. Okay. But the website, you can check it out, is mychips.io. That is Michael Yankee Charlie Hotel India Papa Zulu.io. Check them out. We're on the advisory board and we're big believers. And of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. In the meantime, let's get to my commentary. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Todd Bubba Horwitz. And of course, every week I give you a couple of nuggets to either yell and scream and call me an idiot or to agree or whatever. I don't care. Listen, I can take it. As long as you're intelligent and not, talking BS, I'm happy to listen to anybody because I do believe in freedom in America. And, again, we've got this big debate with the cryptos going on right now. And of course, we know that the central banking system does not want cryptocurrencies in the system. Why? Very simple, because it takes away their ability to steal the money. Okay? Remember the game when you were a kid, steal the old man's bundle? It gives them the inability to get in there and maneuver and manipulate the currency. Okay? Think about it. Okay? Why else would they care? It's a new currency that is the currency of the libertarian. It is a free market view. And now there's 12,000 coins. They're not all going to make it. There are some scams. I will say to you, if it's got 10 billion of market cap or more, you can look at it. We know Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of the top ones are going to be around. They're already used. Many places take them. My chips is going to make it. I mean, you have to understand about the currency. And I will tell you this. Okay, do not invest more than you can afford to lose if something happens, because the governments continue to fight globally. China's already outlawed it, but you can't outlaw it. As long as you can get to the internet, as long as you can get a hard drive, you can get your wallet and you can put it in your pocket. Okay, nobody's going to know about it. Okay, and you can get out of the country with your money, which is one of the big things. But the wire transfers, bang, instantly. So the crypto world is real. It's going to be around and it's going to exist. And the more governments push, the more they prove that we need it, because why would they be so against it? Because they don't want to give up the control. But again, only invest what you can afford to lose, especially if you're going into the wallets off the exchanges. Okay. And again, I'm involved. I do have some. So again, I'm not against it. I just want you to be careful. But remember, the more they try to regulate, the more that they're going to beat it. And that is one of the good things of technology, which are not anymore, but that's one of the good things. This is Bubba's Bottom Line, Todd Bubba Horwitz. And of course, remember, always protect your money and never invest more than you can. And of course, tonight, we got the big game. Tom Brady back to New England, okay, as about a 7-point favorite. Now, it should be an interesting game, but I don't think New England can compete. And we're not a big play, because I don't necessarily like laying 7 points on the road, but we're going to go ahead and lay it with with Tampa Bay against New England, okay? Because I think the Bill Belichick magic is wearing off, because his number one stud player is on the other side right now. In the meantime, have a great day, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here tomorrow with the Bubba's Daily Update. And until then, thank you all. Have a great day. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.